the great Bernard Hopkins, fresh off Canelo-Golovkin. Bernard, they usually say, you know, to beat the champion, you got to do it convincingly. Did you feel Canelo did that tonight?
I feel Canelo, I think it was 7-5. I think Canelo, based on the Grand Reaper, as you heard me mention up there, did enough to win the fight. Winning convincingly with a champion in the last 20 or 30 years don't exist anymore. That doesn't say negative and it doesn't say positive. What it says is that we got a different eye and mind of judges that look at fights. And when you look at fights from a point of view of the time that we live in now, they look for different things. And they look to see if a guy is doing with his reputation is mentioned and talked about, and actually how he got there. When they don't see that, they're human. They might give it to the guy that's surviving, but also competing at the same time. Canelo was doing things that no one have seen do to Triple G in a long time. To me, Triple G had spots, but in some spots he looked like he was 35 years old. And so when you got close rounds and you got a guy that has a reputation as being a monster and you survive that, you're going to get some close rounds. The monster won't get them. And we've seen that today. I'm not saying that that score was on point. It wasn't. But I don't think that it should, and you heard Oscar and you heard Eric Gomez says the same thing, should affect what we've seen tonight. Because I didn't have my phone on. My guy Malik had the phone. When I turned my phone on in the dressing room before we came out here, and if he's close by, I don't mind sharing the message with y'all. One of them was Rudy Battles from Philadelphia. A few other people, wow, what a great fight. Wow, what a great fight. I had Canelo winning 7-5. The same thing I told Oscar, what you think when we got up and jumped before we went in the ring, jumped up. I said, I give Canelo 7 rounds. We got this. I got in the ring. We got this. I hollered at Roy Jones Jr. I'm saying it on camera, y'all. I hollered at Roy Jones Jr. Yo, we got this. 7-5. He boxed the brakes off his ass.
What did you think of Canelo's?
He boxed the brakes off his ass.
118, 110?
Well, listen, that doesn't take away from what people saw in the fight. No one is saying that Triple G got robbed. What they're saying is that the score of a judge that, to be honest with you, been around for a long time, did a lot of my fights. I respect her, but maybe she's seen something that we didn't see, and maybe she did and count things that we should know that was to be counted.
But you know boxing, Bernard. You know boxing. That wasn't 118, 110.
But I know boxing. Something happened there. But we got to ask Bird, the commission, what was asked by a reporter. Is anything going to be, dealt, like anything going to happen or anything going to be, done by this, right? We don't know. We hope, but I don't think that anyone, if you take the score and say that Triple G won, I don't believe that anyone would say that Triple G got robbed. If the score was even closer than what it should have been and Canelo won. No one, I believe, I ain't gonna say no one, majority of people I believe would have lived with that decision based on the last 12 rounds when they were slugging it out. So the only controversy and the only dispute is that it was a score so apart from reality, then that made the fight look the way it did. I'm saying there are two separate situations. Now, as a promoter, I'm saying, look, did we deliver y'all? Yes, yes, but guess what? The score. Well, let's deal with the first one about delivery. First of all, did y'all enjoy the fight? Yes. Was it what everything we told y'all? Yes, but only one thing. What? Triple G didn't knock Canelo out.
But let me tell you one thing.
That's not our fault.
Let me tell you one thing. Lennox Lewis on social media says, great fight. Both men leave the arena with their head held high, but no way was that a draw. Paulie Malignaggi said, WTF. and he's not talking about a federation.
But if it wasn't a draw, who did Lennox
Golovkin.
Lewis say who won?
Golovkin.
So he think it was Golovkin that won, and Bird and people think that Canelo had won. Danny, can you have my phone for me, please? Because I had my phone off, and my guy Malik had my phone, and I ain't turn it on until we got in the office. That's my phone. I want to read them a text that happened, and you can see I never text out. And it said I had Canelo winning 7 rounds to 5. And I turned around and I showed him, I said, look, what did I tell y'all that I had? So here we go. This makes good conversations, and it makes you really happy to see about the second fight.
Bernard.
Hopefully it'll happen.
Bernard, what?
I got to look at this because it's really.
But why are you looking at it?
No, I'm looking at it because.
But why are you looking at
I'm
that?
saying this is a person at home. No, I'm looking at it because you're right. Lennox Lewis said to you what he said, and I'm going to tell you what another fan who paid his money to watch it don't agree with Lennox Lewis. Right? Right now, let me read it. Let me see it. Let me see it. Here, right here. Right? What does that say? What's that say?
It says, I had it 115, 113 Canelo, 7 rounds to 5.
Okay, now, this was done for a reason. It's called opinions. It's called someone is on the West Coast, sitting home, paid for the fight, and someone from the East Coast, well, I know who it is, texts me, who's a well-established guy in boxing, had Canelo winning 7 rounds to 5. This make good debate for a second fight, possibly, right? Yeah. Now, well, what about the judge score? Well, are you telling me that the judge score affect how you feel about who won or who lost the fight? No, but that score shouldn't be. Well, I can't fix that. Now, that's the commission job. Our job as the promoters is do the due process, as Oscar De La Hoya said, my partner. You submit, they submit judges to you and see if the promoter or fighter have any rebuttal on what's on that paper. And you have a choice to strike and make an argument why this woman or man shouldn't be one of the judges.
Bernard.
Everybody had a complaint. Everybody, if you listen to Eric Gomez, everything is good.
Let me ask you one last question from me. You know boxing, Bernard.
Yes.
Was that 118, 110 fight? Forget promotion.
No. It was a 7 rounds to 5.
Bernard, can you...
And I didn't even graduate out of high school. But I knew the rounds was 7 rounds to 5. Canelo won 7 out of 12 rounds.
What goes through Gennady Golovkin's mind when he lands on Canelo's biggest bombs, Canelo smiles at him, shakes his head, and hits him right back? How frustrating could that be for a fighter?
If a fighter is dominating as he's been dominating, you know, it's like a bully get challenged for the first time. And next thing you know, the rabbit got the gun now. See, when the rabbit leading up to Canelo turned out not to be a rabbit. And I said, really one of the best quotes y'all can get, I think, personally. I got a few more, but I'm a little tired. The Grand Reaper was going to be in rare form yesterday night. He was. But Canelo did everything I said on ESPN, Sports Center, everywhere. He's going to do the Matrix. I told Stephen A. Smith, I said, listen, you're going to see the Matrix. You're going to see some spots where Canelo going to hold his own. Then you're going to see some spots where he become the sniper and not have a shootout. Now, he had a few shootouts, and I was a little nervous. But it made everybody stand up. Correct me if I'm wrong. 10th round. And the 12th. And the 5th. Let me tell you, Triple G don't have anything to be ashamed of. He keep his belts. I don't know if that's counted as one of the title defenses a draw. I think it is. If it is, it's good. But I can say one thing. When you look at two fighters, and you look at one that's 25, and you look at the other one that's 35, I can tell you clearly Forget the scorecard as far as this statement that I already made. Forget whether you feel he lost or won. I know who's declining, and I know who's getting better. I know who hit a wall, and I know who's going over the wall. Canelo, if they fight again, will make it look so easy, it will erase any doubt, except the scorecards, in anybody's mind.
Bernard, can you talk about?
I don't know what the number was.
Favorite weapon numbers.
Yeah. What level of interest do you think there would be if they could do this again?
Oh, huge. In May, man, I'm changing my name to Bernardo. No, seriously, I ain't got to do too much changing. I'm going to just put an O at the bottom of it.
What do you think of the body shots? He was feigning up to the top, the way Canelo was lining up the body.
Yo, listen. If I'm blessed to go to camp because the fight might happen again, and it might not, Canelo, can you please go to the body for the first 5 rounds? Because we all seen the flinch. Even when Canelo didn't go to the body, Malik, that joke was like this. And you got to continue to go to that body to kill a hand. A guy like that going to keep coming to you mental strength and take everything he can take from you. But you got to go to the body. Most punchers don't like body shots. Marvin Hagler, John the Beast Mugambi. I can give you about a couple more. These guys that punch, live by the punch, die by the punch. And one thing Triple G didn't have, he didn't have a reverse. And he turned around, he was in Manhattan at 12 noon in New York City and got it back up.
How did you have the fight scored, Bernard? I'm curious.
7 rounds to 5 Canelo.
What do you think made the edge there for those 2 rounds? What made you give him, because it was close.
Yeah.
At certain points it was even.
Yeah,
so.
I heard the question.
Yeah.
I'm ready to give you the answer.
Go ahead, give me the answer, my man.
Well, first of all, somebody wasn't too good in math school, and the numbers didn't add up, but that doesn't take away from the performance. You got to ask Bird what she's seen and didn't see for her to write the scorecard like she did. Do I respect Bird? Yes. She got a lot of experience, over 100 championship fights. Maybe she's seen something different. The good and bad about boxing is we got 3 judges, right? Now, they all can see the same fight. They all can see a different fight, right? But no one overrules anyone unless it's the commission. And so the commission needs to see that if it's any or not something that he should be concerned about. But I'm like this. I believe Canelo 175. I don't believe too many people can argue with me. I'm not going to say everybody going to agree with me. I think worst case scenario, pitting the scores to the side, a draw to Canelo. Worst case scenario. I say a decision 7-5. But worst case scenario, a draw.
Where's Canelo on
Thanks, Bernard.
No other sight in the game could see the boxing voice.